We're going to kick right into it. Welcome to Across the Genres, the Bronx edition. So this channel is just some regular dudes from the Bronx trying to introduce each other to music, right? Music that we think the other people have not heard or haven't appreciated. So that's basically what we do here. It's about music discovery, and it's all over the map. And what we do is we spin a wheel to see who gets to share their selection first. The others don't know what song is about to be played. So at least that part of it is a surprise. And then we listen to it and we determine, if the song makes it to your playlist or if it's best for it just to stay in the land of forgotten music. So I'm Sin, and now I'm here with Ellington John and a new appearance by Kenny. And just like the music, we're all over the map. I'm in California. The other dudes are even in North Carolina, New York. And we're going to jump right in. And I'm going to share my screen so that we can spin the wheel right away. And let's see what the roulette says in terms of who gets to go first.
I like this.
And it's Ken. I mean, the man comes in and right away is...
The roulette knows the deal, Let me give you guys some context, like for me, a lot of the music that I'm hearing and I'm listening to, like what's on my playlist is like big picture stuff. This particular song, well, you'll see the video just lets you know the caliber of the song. And I'm not even going to tell you what it is. You guys are going to see it.
Failed to live up to the foremother's promise doesn't mean that she failed. I have hope that we can shine again. We just have to remember from which we came. Family first, and always.
Super Bowl goals. My wife in the crib feeding the kids liquid gold. We in a whole different mode. The kid that used to pitch bricks can't be pigeonholed. I cooked up more chicken when the kitchen closed. We gon' reach a Billy first. I told my wife the spiritual shit really work. Alhamdulillah, I run through them all. Hoey's home, all these phonies come to a halt. All this old talk left me confused. You rather be old rich me or new you? And old niggas, y'all stop acting brand new like Tupac ain't have a nose ring too. Nobody wins when the family feuds, but my stash can't fit in the Steve Harvey suit. I'm clear while I'm here, how about you? Ain't no such thing as an ugly billionaire, I'm cute. Pretty much, if anybody getting handsome checks, it should be us. Fuck rap, crack cocaine, nah we did that. Black owned things, 100% black owned champagne. And we merrily eating off these streams. Y'all still drinking Perrier Jouet, but we ain't get through to you yet, What's better than one billionaire? Two, especially if they from the same hue as you. Y'all stop me when I stop telling the truth. Forget it. Can I get an amen from the congregation? Can I get an amen from the congregation? Yeah, I'll fuck up a good thing if you let me. Let me alone, Becky. A man who don't take care of his family can't be rich. I watched Godfather, I missed that whole shit. My consciousness was Michael's common sense. I missed the karma that came as a consequence. Niggas busting on.
But that's pretty good. I was impressed with the Becky bar.
No, it has a lot of one-liners that you're just like, okay. It talks about. It's essentially talking. The premise of the song is not just like Family Feud, like him and Beyonce, but talking about family, like the culture, right? Like.
Yeah.
He has 100%. A line like, why would I drink anything else when Puff got Ciroc? It's this whole thing about aggrandizement and essentially next level.
Yeah, I'm surprised I never heard that song. But I'm also not like this huge Jay-Z fan, right?
I respect Jay-Z. We talked about like the best verse ever. I don't know that a lot of this billionaire talk speaks to me. Like I think that a lot of the conversation now and some of his stuff is about the billionaire stuff. And honestly, that's just not it's not my jam. I'm not a billionaire. The thematic stuff resonates, but everything now is about how much he's a billionaire, I think. And a lot of the conversations around it is just not something that I can relate to.
I mean, look, for me, the billionaire talk doesn't bother me much, simply because it's somebody that I've been following his career since I'm, in adolescence. I'm a teenager. I thought it was a good song. I'm surprised I had never heard it, especially since I had introduced Jay-Z's, my favorite verse of all time on a previous episode. It's something I'm actually going to listen to again, just so I can pay a little bit closer attention to.
I definitely got to hear it again. It's definitely a song I'm gonna put on my playlist just so I can hear it a few times because it is pretty deep. It does have a few bars there.
I'm surprised he addressed the whole Becky controversy going on when he got like slapped up by his sister-in-law. So just just for him to sound truthful about it now, that's actually like, that's a whole 360 right there. So I was like, all right.
The guy's always rhymed about what was real for his life at that time, right? So like now he is a billionaire. So it's like what John was saying. It's like he rhymes about what's in front of him.
I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna put it on the I'm gonna put it on the playlist for sure.
I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, I'm not reciprocating, so don't expect that I'm gonna put your stuff on my playlist. I'm the chacal.
Oh, that's all fair. That's the thing. We're saying the truth here, right? I will let you know, like, yeah, I could listen to that again, or nah, it's just not gonna hit the playlist. E.T.
Well,
Oh, it's my turn. Awesome. Well, we're gonna listen to a song of Adrian. He's a Mexican artist. It's not like ranchera, but he just mixed ranchera with hip hop, and I just think it's pretty dope. Let's listen to this guy.
Ellington coming back with another Mexican artist. I mean, we see a theme here building.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, here we go, fellas.
Si mi vida les contara los lugares donde andaba, solo así entenderían que no hay miedo ni temor. Si quieren chocar, chocamos, aunque no ande acompañado. Traigo ensillada la corta metida en el cinturón. Un gallito en el Mercedes que mis problemas resuelve. La rameada es una 9, mi bebé una 22. Dicen que el que quiere puede. Vamos a ver qué sucede. Vengo de barrio caliente, tengo frío el corazón. No me quejo ni le lloro. No nací en cuna de oro. La herencia que me han dejado ser movido y chambeador. No me quejo ni le lloro. No nací en cuna de oro. No le jueguen al valiente porque traigo un equipón. Siempre firme con los plebes. Un Don Julio y una Cheves, la tuba y el acordeón. Con el pisto y los norteños, y esa que me quita el sueño. No olvido de dónde vengo porque sepa dónde voy. Ahora me dicen pariente y me tratan diferente. Entre México y Zapopan es donde la rolo hoy. Soy gente con quien es gente, puro servicio excelente. Agradezco la vida que me tocó. No me quejo ni le lloro. No nací en cuna de oro. La herencia que me han dejado ser movido y chambeador. No me quejo ni le lloro. No nací en cuna de oro. No le jueguen al valiente porque traigo un equipón. Puro golden, el niño de oro. Dímelo, Prince.
I think that was pretty good. I was annoyed at certain repetition. He kept using like the same rhyme scheme over and over. But overall, like I was so shocked at the change of music early on because it starts a certain way and I'm expecting it to go down a particular genre within Mexico, and just to see him like urbanize it and just turn it to like, a hip hop subgenre mixed in with those elements. And the quality across the board was top notch. Not just the song. I thought the video was top quality. I'm actually gonna. I don't know if I'll listen to that song again, but I know I'm gonna listen to him again because I'm gonna go research this guy and see like what else he has out there. Because if the rest of his songs matches that quality and just overall like feel, then the kid could be problematic in the music industry within Latin America. Long term. At least that's the way I see it.
I thought there was good rhyme scheme. I didn't think that there was anything special about either the composition, the rhyme structure. Thematically speaking, I thought it was raw. There was a lot of rawness in there. When it comes to music, like when you think about the instruments were very much in a Mexican style of instruments, kind of la ranchera. And the rhyme scheme was a bit repetitive, but I thought it was pretty raw. I thought there was raw themes, but it's probably not something I'm going to listen to again.
I think he has a lot of potential as an artist. I'm gonna go ahead and see what else he has out there and see again if the quality matches this, then he's gonna be a force in Latin music.
Melodically, I like the rhythm. That's what will make it hook, like catchy. I thought the rhythm was very good and it's catchy. I thought the rhythm was catchy.
Yeah, I like the song because of that. In the beginning, when I first heard it was because of the rhythm and how it goes from ranchera into like an actual urban beat, like a hip hop beat. And that's pretty different for like the Mexican culture.
But when I put it in the playlist, no.
I don't think that me saying I wouldn't put it in my playlist means it's a bad song. It's just, look, there's limited time for us to listen to music. And so for me to say I'm going to add it, it needs to be special.
Wait, Ellington, before we go to Julita, how you found this song? Like what radio station you listen to? Like Ping Ping, like where you getting these things?
I just look for all types of music. I listen to everything, and like John said, I've listened to Mexican music for a long, long time.
Let's go to the ruleta. Let's see if it's either JT or me. It's JT.
I bet we can make this happen. So for me, I'm not a big salsa person, but this is a song that was prevalent in my youth by the older generation. It's a type of music that my father and my mother and aunts and uncles listened to. And it's a song that I had heard many times over, but I didn't really start truly appreciating it until I understood that it's a song that had a double meaning. And that the double meaning itself was something that as a kid, you don't understand. But once you start looking at it from an adult perspective, it's actually pretty deep.
Aquí donde me ves, una vez tuve un amor que era mi vida. Así como me ves, yo la tuve que olvidar con el alma ya trizas. Y ahora siento que con el tiempo el corazón cierra sus heridas. Cuando un amor dice adiós, no es que el mundo se acabó. Uno se cura. Yo te juro, amigo mío, que uno se cura. Uno cae y se lastima, se destruye y se calcina, se deprime, se aniquila, se atormenta sin medida, pero se cura. Uno se cura. Te aseguro, amigo mío, que uno se cura. Uno llora y se lamenta, una rabia de impotencia, se maltrata de existencia y hasta pierde la cabeza, pero después se cura. Uno se cura. Así como yo estoy, tranquilo y sin temor, también sufría. Le tuve tanto amor y ella me abandonó y se reía. Y ahora estoy mejor, me pude liberar de esa agonía. El dolor ya se calmó y el recuerdo se esfumó. Uno se cura. Yo te juro, amigo mío, que uno se cura. Uno cae y se lastima, se destruye y se calcina, se deprime, se aniquila, se atormenta sin medida, pero se cura. Uno se cura. Te aseguro, amigo mío, que uno se cura. Uno llora y se lamenta, una rabia de impotencia, se maltrata de existencia y hasta pierde la cabeza, pero después se cura. Uno se
We'll go ahead and leave it up to right there. As you know, I put that song knowing that, like me, you know, we had a very similar upbringing. You guys have all heard that song probably 1,000 times over. But for me, you know, that song didn't start resonating, you know, until I was, you know, in my 30s, that I understood the true meaning behind it, right? Because in the surface, you listen to it, you think it's a love song. And in reality, the other side of that coin is he's really talking about like stopping drug addiction and drug use, and just seeing how he was able to intertwine those two things and, you know, make a song out of it that you can look at it from one side and have it have one meaning, and then, you know, somebody on a different side have it have a different meaning. I think that's awesome. And it's a song I keep in constant rotation, even though I don't consider myself a salsero. It's not a genre that I necessarily, you know, gravitate towards. Like, yeah, I have a mood where I want to like reminisce on my childhood and what my parents listened to. But for the most part, it's not something I'm like, I have this great long salsa playlist. So, but that one makes my life playlist. And it's something that, you know, I hope that other people who didn't know it had a double meaning now do.
You know, it's interesting because I've always wondered if he intentionally had a double meaning, or people who knew about his drug addiction kind of layered the double meaning on top of it. Right? I've never seen an interview with him where he's like, yeah, I'm talking about drugs. And there was always people that associated with him with heavy drug usage that would kind of be pointing and say, curase. And I'm like, okay, like it could be. I could definitely read it once you tell me that, and you drop that bug in my ear. But I always wonder whether it was the public saying, tipo que está hablando de curarse porque no con tecato, you know, I don't know. I don't know. It's an interesting.
So you know, it's funny. It's funny you say that, because that's something I struggled with a lot too, right? But the timing of when the song came out and what his personal status was at that time kind of like matches, right? But like you, I have never heard him say it in the interview. Somebody told me that, and it was hard to unhear afterwards.
I mean, I don't know what to say. I think that song is I never even thought about the double meaning. I actually want to go back now and listen to it again to see about the double meaning, because I hadn't thought about it. To me, it was always about like, you know, like getting over love and heartbreak. Yeah, I never even heard people saying it had a double meaning. So I'm completely out of the loop.
Yeah, the song is definitely a classic, though. Definitely a classic, and it's a great song. And it's crazy how a song can take you to a specific date and time. That just took me to like Vermilion when I lived in Vermilion with my mom, and it's crazy. It's a song it's always gonna be there.
All right, well, I gotta tell you, I was going with something completely different, but you guys are making me switch it up a little bit. Both these artists y'all have heard. I hope you haven't heard the song. And let's see it play out.
Could he say goodbye? We ain't gonna never die. We ain't gonna never die. I'm an icon in real time. Why'd I wait this long to let y'all in my ill mind? We ain't gonna never die. We ain't gonna never die. Yeah. We ain't gonna. We ain't gon' never die, icons in real time. Why did I wait this long to let y'all in my ill mind? I think the hate was strong, so I went to a chill vibe. Could never say goodbye, I let my skill cry, let my soul bleed. Inside a rose wearing rosaries. Homie, I love the new NY, cause I'm the new NY and the old NY at the same time. I always hit the last shot when it's game time. That Jordan Kobe Braun talk, take a long walk. You might start to understand what I'm putting on for. I left more flows and Pro 2 sessions than you ever thought of with old school methods. But what you hearing is the present day. Over breaks and samples of New York and WA. The brand Nubians, NAS and Wayne. Don't threaten me with a good time, we here to stay. Nasty, they don't make them like me. Mask up, all black, like a Pooh Shiesty. Swoop through, I'm like Detroit Red in the Zoo suit. Loose screws, any great challenges, I find a loop through. Loopholes, why they treat me so bad, Club Nouveau. Damn, the times we living in is crucial. This my Tom Cruise flow. Top Gun, they too slow. Computers ain't fast enough to keep up with nasty, cuz we ain't gonna never die. 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 Icons of real time. Icons of real time. We ain't gonna never die.
icons, stepping on pythons, spitting that cayenne, eat you like Zion, peeking at the skyline, reaching for the stars like I'm reaching for the pylon. I seen you on the sideline, you need to walk a fine line, need to read the guidelines instead of reading the timelines, where everybody like line, nobody flow like mine. I'm sonning these niggas, got me coaching niggas like prime. Tongue I never bite mine, got dough like Taekwon. To spend all this money, I'ma have to spend a lifetime. You broke, can't even buy time, should throw niggas a lifeline. You know money on my mind, and I be on your white mind. I hit her with the pipe bomb, then pass it down the pipeline, but actually we quite fine. Diamonds on me sparkling and splashing like some white wine. They love me in the nighttime, they hate me when the light shine. Shots I got 100, and problems I got 99. Boo got it by Ryan, take off with no flight time. Bad bitch on the passenger side, she don't even like flying. Booty soft as nightline, you niggas small as my crime. I got a black Nina that get nasty as a white blind. Low credit, high crime, open mind, tight rhymes. When they hit my lines, these rappers gotta catch up like Hines. Weezy and my slime knives, ain't nobody like eyes. Like bygones, gotta let icons be icons. Hi moms, hi moms, hi moms, hi moms, hi moms.
To me,
That was pretty dope.
to me, the level of mastery of the English language that is required to put together that rhyme. I mean, there's so much there. He's like icon stepping on pythons. I mean, he's like going to the pylon. I mean, so much stuff about football. And then he threw in Deion Sanders, coaching like prime. I mean, I don't know, man. That's some lyrical stuff right there.
I thought it was a good song. No, I had not heard it. But when I look at all of the type of music genres I consume and what type of mood I'm looking for in music, it's always pretty close to what you just played right now, right? Regardless of the language, right? Because I consume both English and Spanish music. And I think it was great. I think Lil Wayne is one of the GOATs. I think, top 5 that are alive, at least for my generation. And I think that, I thought it was really good. Yeah,
I didn't like that song at all. I think they kind of ruined it. It's like they dropped a gem of a verse in the middle of a trash track. And to the point that Sim made, like, you got to have a mastery and just a dominance of the English language in order for you to put that together.
Yes.
I recommend that you guys listen to that verse again because it is mastery.
So I have less problem with the verses. I have more problem with the song as a composition in terms of the beats they chose, the drops they chose, the mixing, etc. But the verses are they were both great verses.
I mean, we're going to see what ends up being on the playlists. I'm going to have to go back to that Jay-Z joint. I don't know if we want to go around, like any surprises before we could call it off.
I think the most surprising thing of the night was E.T.'s pick, just because it was so out of left field, right? Like, I came with a song that I was sure that, we had all heard before. And you guys came with songs that, even though I had not heard either of them, they're within a genre that it didn't surprise me, right?
If you guys are courageous enough to put it, as your pick on the, in this rotation, I'll listen to them.
I'm more interested in hearing the songs, the Lil Wayne and the Jay-Z song, more than I am the Mexican one, right? But I'm very interested in doing a deep dive on him to see what else he has there, because it was good enough that I'm like, this kid might be a superstar eventually.
Yeah, man. I mean, I thought all the songs were great. I definitely got to go back and listen to the Jay-Z one. Got to listen to the Lil Wayne verse, because I never heard neither one of those songs, like, fully. So definitely got to check them out and see if they actually make it to the playlist.
Well, on that note, we're going to wrap it here. This is about music discovery, and I think we've made some discoveries this time. So until next time, until the Ruedita catches you, later.
Hablamos.